Cutting scale, guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are back again with another weapon to get our grubby little hands on. We are going to be looking at the brand new Nightfall reward of this week. I know Festival of the Lost is here with Tuesday Reset, but we kind of going to take a step back because a brand new weapon has released. Yep, brand new to the game, and it's going to be the very first top slot sort of glaive called the Rake Angle. Now, this, as I said, is going to be the very first kind of glaive you can get in the top slot. But what makes the Rake Angle really, really special is that it is going to be stasis. So when you look at your character, there used to be glitches of ways of getting yourself to look like this, but like, look at how beautiful this is. Oh, it's an absolute freaking shonker. Titans Warrior Hunters are going to look dope with it as well, but it's a really dope looking glaive and everything. How you will get this, of course, is by doing the Nightfall. The adept version is up this week as well, so if you want, you can go and do yourselves the Grandmaster Nightfall to try to get yourself adept rolls. I will definitely say, guys, the Nightfall this week is freaking the light blade, and there is some horrible modifiers on right now. I mean, I legit got carried by two absolute legendary guardians who I'm definitely going to shout out because legit they carried me through that Nightfall. I was wholly unprepared. So Space Ham, if you're here, it was honestly a pleasure, and of course to Hardline Bark as well. Absolutely go to guardians, carried me through that freaking Nightfall. But I generally would recommend people go get the adept version because one, it's guaranteed to drop from grandmasters, whereas the RNG on the normal one is absolute ass, and two, it's still with perk setups and everything usually, and of course you can put on the extra adept mods and everything like that as well, so it's got a lot going for it. But I will say that the Rake Angle itself, it's going to be a dope ass glaive, mainly because it's in that top slot. And rolls wise, you can see on the screen all the rolls you can kind of get. So if you are going to go the true RNG route, you're going to really hope you get a god roll straight away. So you can see things that has like the Rhyme Stealer and of course Jill Clip, which is really, really dope. It's got Unstoppable Force and Impulse Amplifier, which is good for PvP. Swashbuckler is going to be there. Overflow, Age of Shield, and of course the Left from Gold is there as well. Honestly, some decent ass perks, and it will of course have, it's a Hake weapon apparently, so it will of course have this Hake Breach Armament, which is great of course against vehicles and constructs. You've got of course the Vanguard Vindication because it is a Nightfall weapon, and of course because it is Nightfall 2, it's a stunning recovery. But we're going to showcase what this is like in both some PvP and PvE. See if you should body your ass to maybe even do the freaking Grandmaster to try to get some adept rolls, because as I said, it is a really horrible Nightfall this week, so we got to make sure that it is worth it. So without further ado, let's go into PvP with the Rake Angle Adept. Alrighty, so we are going to be on Fragment with our Rake Angle Liquid into PvP, and as I said, Glaives PvP, they can be somewhat fun. You get 2 ammo because these won't one-shot really to, well, there's no crit damage, so you got to be going for those body shots. And let me get this ammo real quick. We'll take that 4 bullets, but basically these things got a little bit of a buff now. Well, actually they got heavy nerfed because the shield was insane, so shield was broken. They nerfed the shield, you take a lot more damage through the shield, but now you spawn in with some energy. You still have to actually get your first hit and everything like that, but just gotta stun this guy. And hey buddy. Oh my god, I'm gonna have Swashbuckler by 5 in this. You'll see the damage is gonna be nutty with the Swashbuckler by 5, but it still won't even one shot with Swashbuckler by 5, which I mean, it's not too bad because obviously it's a melee weapon, so it'd be pretty easy. And oh, someone get him. Oh wait, I didn't hit him at all. Oh buddy, I blocked it. Okay, we'll take it. How did I even get him? He was 1 HP. But because this weapon is of course going to be able to get Swashbuckler by 5 for the melee hits, it can actually has built into it. I can understand that, oh, there's the shield coming in clutch, but I can understand why Bungie don't have the Swashbuckler by 5, given this like a one-shot potential, because then you could just run in like this, melee the hell out of someone, get Swashbuckler by 5, and then go for someone else. Oh buddy. Oh, Karnstein saved me, thank you. Man, it's so nice. I will say as well, I am using Karnsteins with this, so every time I do get a melee kill, I will of course heal myself, which is just really dope. You can go with a lot of different sort of melee esque sort of weapons or exotics in the game, so it does work out really well synergistically wise. And someone get him, please. Thank you. We'll get the kill. Give it a hit. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was legit Titan IQ right there. I seen the Titan once and let's go through this thing, and freaking put me to 1 HP. But you can see so far, you can actually do pretty well with glaives and everything. I don't think they're bad at all PvP. They're definitely more of the 1v1 sort of weapons though. And oh, my freaking nemesis. The freaking nemesis. Oh, we'll get him 103. Man, any freezing is just going to be legit the bane of my existence. Give me that freaking heal though. Oh man, they are fun to go in with. And it is dope that if you have no ammo, you can still use the weapon. I really like that sort of part of it, glaives. You can still melee people, but I still think that in a 1v1 scenario, it's going to do work. And oh, shield save me. Oh, shield, I'm so dead. Oh, God. All right, there's going to be much around here, though. And that's a wither horde, buddy. Come here, buddy. You think you just run away? We'll get him. Ooh, he's 1 HP. Give me your ass, buddy. I want to heal. Give me the heal. No, we'll just take the freaking melee. And the Swashbuckler kind of go. We'll get this guy instead. No, I should have just meleeed him. God damn it. Shooting and meleeing is definitely the best way to kind of go with this sort of weapon. If you use 2 of your shots on one guy to get a kill, it's obviously fine, but it does mean the next time you're running someone, you have to go for melee because you can't shoot. But I will still say glaives. I think that is some really, really dope special weapons for the 1v1s. 2v2s like this, you're so screwed. I think the biggest thing though really with this Rake Angle is that it does allow for way more build crafting in terms, even in PvP. All the time when you're using like enigmas and everything, you had to use a freaking, obviously the middle slot, the energy slot for your glaive. It meant that you were kind of limited to what you could use your primary weapon, but now you can, like you see, I have the graviton lance on. There's 2 dudes here, give the heal, thank you, and that's a freaking shotgun. I didn't pop the shield in time, man. If I tanked the shot with the shield, that would have just been some epic freaking 300 style sort of Roman Empire thing. But yeah, now you can actually use whatever energy weapon you want as a primary. So I can go Sunshot if I wanted to. I have Graviton Lance on right now. Igneous Hammer is going to be there as well. So it definitely does open it up a little bit more. And I just whiffed and ooh, thank you. But yeah, it just opens up the build crafting a little bit more, which is going to be really dope. Now, buddy, with your freezing. No freezing nonsense and frickin' my... Oh, he still froze me. Froze me twice. What? And wait, what? Why did I take my rocket launcher? There's a guy up here I wanted to kill before the frickin' freeze decided to take my ass. This guy's heavy. Oh, I got one tapped. I am doing so much better than I thought I was actually going to do with this though, because I'm legit suiciding straight on top of people. And buddy. Give me the... Oh, there we go. 231. And oh my god, the frickin', of course. Every time I pop a suit, you know what? Fortune favors. I'm dead. I killed Fox. You could have done that earlier. Man, every time I pop a Well of Radiance, I wanted to invite them to the Gladiator's Dome, the Thunder Dome, and someone, of course, is a shutdown super. It's every time I pop a well, someone is there to freaking just blast me. Now we'll get this guy, give me the one shot. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, no. Oh my god. We actually got him. And, oh, what the? Can I shoot this? Oh, this so a freaking super shutdown. You know what, buddy? Come up to my freaking lair. Come up. Oh, the nemesis. That one guy who can counter me and he keeps on going after me. He's using Skull or he's using freaking Ahamkaras for double melee freezing. He's legit my number. He has cold stops on as well. He legit woke up, decided to be a hater to me. He decided to be a Nexus hater. He wanted to just go against everything I'm using right now. But I am pleasantly surprised with how well this is doing. I will say this swashbuckler probably isn't really worth it PvP because it won't even one shot if I kind of get it going like this. Even if I got another shot on someone, I want one shot. But it does mean that I can one tap melee probably with a body shot. Well, impulse amplifier is gonna be there. You got close to melee, which is really, really dope as well. There's the supple force, and oh my god, we died. But if there wasn't another guy there, I think I could have just shanked him to hell. I think I honestly just could have kept going at him with the glaive. But yeah, there is a couple of other perks you can probably put on instead of swashbuckler. A lot of people would probably say impulse and of course the supple force. And it's the freeze you do. Give me the one. I don't care. Give me the one. Give me. Oh, no ammo. God, someone just freaking fish him off. Give me that freaking tickle kill. But yeah, supple force is there. You can go for Vorpal as well. I'll kill those supers a lot quicker. And buddy, really off spawn, you're just gonna blast me like this. This guy thinks he's getting away. Ah, I died to someone else. But yeah, I just think that if you get the right roll on this, you're gonna have some fun PvP. I think that for the glaive enthusiasts, you're gonna really, really like this sort of glaive because, as I said, it actually does help out with the build crafting too. You can see there's double kill. All right, this should be a win anyway, though, boys. Don't let them get B because I think we need to keep B. And oh, don't worry, I got some. Don't worry, we got some. And I'm never killing that guy. Save me, shield, save me. And the shield currency is actually really, really nice. But I think that we think overall, honestly, you'll have a ton of fun PvP with this, especially when you kind of get nonsense like this kind of going. That's a shotgun. My whiffs. Oh, there's a W as well. But when you get the nonsense like that going, it is really, really dope. Obviously, you just feel so like Gladiator-esque. But I will say overall, you're gonna need the decent roll for PvP. Otherwise, it won't feel as good. Impulse amplifier is just like one of the best perks for it. But overall, PvP, as I said, glaives are not shabby at all. A lot of people sleep on them, but these things can actually do work. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of things, of course, with the little freaking glaive that could. And this is where I will say it's obviously going to be a lot better in certain builds, especially on a hunter. I am going to be using Triton's Vice, but it's going to be great, and of course, a hunter for destabilizing. And of course, there's going to be big ass. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Of course, when I use a glaive, we've got trolls every freaking where. Why can't this be? I'd rather the drop pods, honestly, rather the freaking drop pods. But this, of course, got to be my role with the Rhyme Stealer, and of course, or the not the Rhyme Stealer. What the hell's that perk called again? It is Rhyme Stealer, and of course the Chill Clip, which is gonna be really, really dope. I will say that it's a really solid ass combo. One thing I will kind of say that isn't too amazing with it, and I kind of need to kill these because otherwise I'll get no perks. But one thing I will say that's kind of annoying is that it doesn't actually interact the Chill Clip with, of course, the melee. So you can kind of see the Chill Clip is there. I've got it procced, but if I melee things, I want a stun thing like Cold Steel usually would with the swords and everything, which it isn't the worst thing in the world. I'm not going to sit here saying like, oh my god, this thing is like terrible or anything like that because it doesn't interact. It's still really, really dope. And when you kind of get it going with maybe some stasis spells like this, and buddy, how about we just freeze his ass like this? Guys, can we freeze him? There we go. But of course, you can see if I start shooting things like this and everything, I can get my frost armors kind of going. It doesn't really interact too well with the melee. So if I go for like a melee on this thing, you see, I still don't get the frost armor. So I don't know if that's a bug or if they never really went to intend it to go that way. But it is kind of a shame. But if you do, of course, go in with a hunter like this, you can definitely see you can get the kind of debuffs going. And of course, it gets my freaking ass like that. And guys, legit, we need to get these. There's the Triton's Vice actually coming in. When I get a kill with a weapon like this, it actually makes them explode a little bit. Really, really dope. Obviously, with the stasis sort of weaponry as well. And the chill clip, as I said, is going to be really, really nice. And buddy, I've got the glaive on. I probably should have done this the last time. But yeah, I will say that this glaive, it is going to be super, super dope PvE. I think in the right build and everything. You got to do absolute work. You see, I get the frost armor kind of going because I'm defeating frozen enemies. It is really, really dope for that. I just would love if it interacted more with the melee. The melee is really, really dope. And of course, glaive is like one of the best things about it. Honestly, the melee is just slowed on hits when you have chill clip kind of procced. And also if the frost armor, the ramp stealer actually works for like meleeing ammo or the freaking crystals. That would honestly be so dope. As I said, it's not the worst when you have the suits kind of together because you can't freeze things to get the frost armors going that way. But it's just kind of a shame it does not like synergy with it either. Like this will be a lot of people were kind of interested in this particular role. Otherwise, it just turns into more of a standard glaive in the top slot. You basically have all the standard sort of perks like swashbucklers. Of course, you're gonna have. Why is it all cursed trolls white? What I will think is the glaive though is that it's hella fun to kind of go with. I love glaives PvE. Just being able to kind of go around like this and just melee the hell out of everything is super, super fun. Especially when I was on the Warlock PvP, you had the current scenes kind of going in, which is really, really nice. And here comes freezing debuffs. Oh, baby, it's so good in the freaking hunter. But yeah, with the currencies and everything, it is good, obviously, with a nice melee build. Triton's Vice obviously works out hella well with it too, because it's built for freaking glaives, extra freaking damage, and obviously the getting the chill clip going with the debuff freaking prismatic hunter is actually really, really dope. It is just kind of sad though, I can't get all the perks going with the melee. It has so much potential to be absolutely freaking goated PvE if it just interacted a little bit. Maybe not on what's it called, Cold Steel, having the melee is actually giving you the freeze on hits. But even just having the freaking Rhyme Stealer work with melee, because obviously going in like this is fine. You get the frost armors kind of going, but being able to just melee the way the freaking what's it called crystals will just be so much freaking nicer. As I said, it just work out a lot better now. Okay, we got the halberd's reach. Forgot that actually reloads the magazine a little bit. But yeah, it's just legit missing that. As I said, glaives can be super good. Like I mean, look at me going in. Oh, kill him really quick. I thought he was gonna barrier up there. I have nothing to do with barriers, but they can be really fun to go in with. They can do well. It's just, as I said, gotta make sure. And oh, he's gonna spawn right on it. Okay, right in front of the fruit salad. Get out of my freaking swamp, buddy. Get out of the swamp, and we'll get this guy. Will we get this guy? He's a bit awkward. There we go. But you gotta see the damage is gonna be great and everything on these as well. Like these aren't no slouches. When you run out of ammo, you can start to blast things. And the other great thing really about this right now is that you will of course be able to get triple glaives on. So obviously you lose your melee by the way we do it, but you will be able to triple glaive, which means that you can have a glaive in the top slot, in the middle slot, and of course in the freaking heavy slot with the exotic freaking glaives. So there's a ton of different ways to like make this like really enjoyable. Go freaking like Edward's freaking glaive hands or something like that. But as I said, it's just so fun just to be able to run around like this and just kill things. As I said, every single time you get a kill with this glaive with chill clip, you basically insta proc freaking invisibility, which on a hunter, as I said, is gonna go really, really well. That's why I went to my hunter. Alrighty, final boss time, and of course it's gonna be a goddamn streaker, so I can't even fly up and punch this guy. Oh my god, of course it is, of course. But you can see it is really, really dope to kind of get the invis going, and this is gonna be the exotic I was talking about, the winter bite. So here's a glaive like this. You can shoot it up like this, and it will do absolute freaking damage. I said winter bite is just gonna be a great melee. This is one that actually does freeze a little bit when you have ammo and hits, which I think is dope. But of course, I think they just didn't want this to be too strong with it. But as I said, it would have made this so freaking spicy. I think it would have been such a freaking dope ass weapon if the guys actually had it interacting with chill clip or with the ripe seal and everything with the melee. But overall, I will still say that this weapon, it is still going to be a lot better, I'd say, PvE in terms of meta wise. And if we do get some sort of glaive meta, or if we get glaive mods and everything, you're gonna want to have one that fits in that top slot, because this is the only one currently in the game. So that is one of the main reasons I'd be saying to try to get your hands on it. Well, that is it for me. And of course, the Rake Angle itself, I just kind of want to showcase what it looks like when the hunter has it in his hand. I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of raw when you see like this cool thing with the Triton's Vice. This is the Triton's Vice, by the way, if you've never seen it before. Albert's Reach basically increases glaive reload speed and melee damage when surrounded, and then glaive final blows overflow around to the magazine, and then projectile final blows detonate an explosion. Really, really dope ass exotic. It got buffed a couple of times actually to work better with glaives, but you can kind of see it looks so raw. Like, look how freaking sick that looks. It just looks like such a demon with this thing. Oh my god, as I said, this thing is really, really dope. I do like it a lot. I wish, oh so wish, there's so much potential if Bungie just let this Rhyme Stealer work with the melee, because it says destroying a crystal. It doesn't say you have to shoot. With the enemies, yeah, destroying a frozen target, whatever, maybe so much, but destroying a crystal, I should be able to just melee with the freaking glaive and I guess to work. And that shield clip, of course, it would be pretty insane if you could slow on melee hits and everything. I understand maybe why they don't want to do that, but the Rhyme Stealer should definitely work with melee hits. But overall, I will say the Rake Angle, really, really dope ass weapon. As I said, the only one in the top slot that's a glaive, or only glaive in the top slot you can actually equip right now. So realistically, when it comes to build crafting and everything, if glaives ever do become meta, you're going to want to have it. Now, the thing usually when Bungie bring out like a new weapon that's super unique like this, where it's like the only one in the game, they will bring out more in like the next season, or like probably soon. It's usually relatively soon you get another one, so there'll probably be like a strand one or maybe just a kinetic one somewhere along the line. But at the moment, this is the only one you can get your hands on, so yeah, you kind of want to get your hands on it right now. As I said, if you don't get it now, it'll be a couple of weeks until it's back in rotation. So even just get the one roll so that you have it, and then you can start to maybe farm out just by using vendor tokens and everything like that as well. You just got to get at least one roll, and it'll definitely be worth it because it is a dope ass freaking glaive. But regardless, if you liked the video, trust like, I want to see more content, subscribe, fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you in the next collective in the next one.